Hi, I'm Brady Saunders.
And I'm Josh Reed. Today we're going to be talking about supplementation.
Nutritional supplements include vitamins, minerals, herbs, meal supplements, sports nutrition products, natural food supplements, and other related products used to boost the nutritional content of the diet. Today we are going to talk to pharmacist Brad Ward about supplements to take to avoid osteoporosis and what supplements to take to help you in the weight room. Let's take a look.
I want to kind of talk about some stuff that may be relevant to you, if not now, maybe later in life. So one of the things that we'll talk about is the need for calcium supplementation. So as you're young, this is your opportunity for the females to build up the bone density in their body. As we know, osteoporosis, which is essentially bone which becomes very porous and fragile. If you look at it under a microscope, the bone basically looks like Swiss cheese, is a significant problem in the United States today, especially impacting those who are elderly. And so essentially when you're younger, this is your opportunity to build up your stores or your bank of that bone. You can kind of think of it like investing, that during your working years you invest your money so that you have a retirement to live off of. The same thing goes with bone. You build up your bone density when you're younger, so from age 18 to 32 to 35 for a female, that's your opportunity to build up that bone store so that as you get past 32, 35 years of age, when your hormone levels start to fall off, the estrogen levels, you start to lose bone. If you have a family history, a genetic predisposition to osteoporosis, this can be a real problem. And then once females reach menopause, then their bone density falls off dramatically. And often people end up on osteoporosis therapies, whether it be bisphosphonate or a calcitonin type product. So one thing you can do yourself is to replenish that store of bone and build it up while you're young. So calcium and vitamin D supplementation will help you to do that. Now you have to have a stimulus. Bone is an active tissue, just like a muscle tissue. It's an active tissue, and there has to be a stimulus to trigger the body to want to uptake more calcium and vitamin D. And one of the best stimuluses for that is weight-bearing activity. So you can kind of think of this as resistance training. So weightlifting will help your bone to have that stimulus to say, hey, we need to get stronger, and if we have calcium available at that point in time, we're going to uptake that calcium into the bone is going to become more dense. And if you do this consistently over that period of 18 to 32, then you're going to have a substantial amount of bone built up such that when you reach osteoporosis, when you reach menopausal age, that you won't develop osteoporosis. So for the ladies, I would certainly encourage adequate calcium intake. It would be better if you got it through your diet, but if you can't get it through your diet because of whatever reason, then a calcium supplement may be an effective way to help prevent osteoporosis. Now, switching gears for the guys, a lot of guys are interested, especially when you're in college, about becoming more fit. I would encourage you to be very scientific and clinical in what you purchase. Always research it or ask an expert before you go purchase it. And everybody on the internet is not an expert. So, don't just Google a product and take the first thing you see as being gospel regarding that product. There's a lot of literature searches through PubMed that are available for you to do to be able to really differentiate, has there been any true clinical studies on this particular product that have proven itself beneficial and effective in the population of people that I am, for instance. So one of the products, and this is just this brand, but this is a branched chain amino acid product. So this is leucine, isoleucine, and valine, and this particular product has glutamine added to it. The important thing here is the branched chain amino acids. The branched chain amino acids, there are some data to support use of branched chain amino acids in terms of reducing soreness and improving recovery. So there is some clinical data to support its use. Use pre and post workout, during this peri-workout period, could potentially improve recovery, potentially prohibit muscle breakdown during exercise. Most people have heard of creatine, monohydrate, creatine. They have a bunch of different delivery forms now, but just basic creatine, this is what this is. There are definitely some literature to support its use. The theory there is that it supports an extra rep or two during a workout and over a period of time. If you work out for a year and you've supplemented with this on and off, if you can get a couple extra reps with a given weight, then over time, then that extra rep or two will equate to increased muscle over the long term. You'll see some weight gain initially with this, but that's just water weight gain. So, protein is really not what I would consider necessarily a performance supplement, but it could certainly be construed as such. There are a couple of different varieties of protein that are available. Of course, there's whey isolate, there's whey concentrate, there's calcium caseinate. So there's a bunch of different varieties of protein that are available. This particular protein is a whey hydroxylate, which is kind of a pre-digested whey isolate protein that's available. This one will be really good during pre-workout, post-workout, because it's easily absorbed into the bloodstream because it is a whey isolate type product. In addition, it will induce a little bit more of an insulin spike than some of the other proteins that are available. And then this one is a calcium caseinate based product. So this one is a product that you would want to utilize maybe in the morning or right before you go to bed. It's a longer acting protein. This one is an 80-20 mix of caseinate to whey. These are basically food supplements. They're just like food. They're derived from food. So, to me, it's just food, basically. So, consuming about 20 grams of protein has been known to stimulate muscle protein synthesis. To, try to research what you're considering rather than just going out and buying, because it can be a real waste of money and it can be potentially harmful. I want to thank you guys for the opportunity to be able to talk to you today, and best of luck in your college experience.
So what we've learned today is that it is okay to take supplements as long as you do research to find out what it is exactly that you're consuming. With that being said, whatever your goal may be, look up scientific information on the product you're interested in to see if it's right for you. Thanks.